Hello guys, and welcome back to my very first video on FTMB in a really long time. So today we're gonna talk about everything we know so far about FTMB2, which is honestly not quite a lot, but we do know a few of the rumors that Nija has been spreading. So let's get into it, because honestly I do hope Reset loses his Lost Magic, but we'll get into that later. Let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to talk about is plant magic. This magic has not been revealed quite that much about, but it's still a really exciting one for me because we see the holder plant version of the female plant user that we see in the Grand Magic Games arc, which is like a really more poisonous, more pretty, more deadly version of plant to me compared to what Drew uses, because let's be honest, Drew's plant magic is just kind of whack. So I'm glad we're gonna see a more stronger variant of plant in game, but I do think this will mean we're getting magic variants of plant too, not only ice make but also plant, which is good. So this is really like a good steer in the right direction, which I'm really happy about. What I think about the model, it's great. It's just really colorful, like it is in anime. So it works. Nothing much else to say about it because we don't know a lot. So the next thing we're going to talk about is Picked, because we have not seen a lot yet of Picked, but we do know that the current Picked in game has like this really ugly wyvern, which is actually a dragon. So now we're getting an actual wyvern model, which also flies. So I'm assuming it's like a minion, kind of like how Celestial is right now, because it has like this standing animation and this flying animation. So I'm assuming it moves. This is exciting because right now it's just a standstill statue that breathes fire. So the next thing we're going to talk about is Animal Soul, which is quite a favorite magic of mine. Because it's transformation, it's animals, it's everything adorable, and this model proves it, because the penguin model is like absolutely adorable and I'm in love with it. It's really cute, like the pink cheeks here, sign me the fuck up. I love that. Other than that, we don't know anything about Animal Soul yet again. So what I'm really lacking from the sneak peeks right now is like complete images of what a magic is gonna look like, because right now all we got for most magics is like one model, one attack, or something in that fashion, you know? So what I'm lacking is complete images like what he did to Fairy, but I do hope we're getting a new magic soon. The next magic we're gonna talk about is cards. So cards is like a holder magic, which has like a satchel of cards, and the satchel we're gonna actually get in game this time. So that is very exciting because that means card users get a special item around their Roblox character that not a lot of people get. That means more magics will get cosmetics. I'm assuming Celestial, I'm assuming guns, I'm assuming every holder magic that has something specific about them that makes them unique will get that in game. Next magic we're going to talk about is Vehicle, which I'm really happy about because Vehicle is finally getting its own model after being stuck on free model for centuries, what it feels like, because we all know Jason, I'm assuming, just has thrown that model in game, but that's fine because we're finally getting its own model, and it looks amazing. That's all I can say. It's like the canon vehicle that they use in the anime, but yet again we don't know a lot more about Vehicle. So let's just continue to the next topic. The next topic we're gonna talk about is the UIs. Now we have here this inventory UI that looks quite horrid. I don't like it. Does mean we're gonna actually be able to get inventories with quest items, which is exciting because that means we're gonna get quests, and that means we're gonna get more main game content. So the inventory UI looks whack, but the concept that is like way behind it all is that we're gonna get quest items probably. That's really amazing to me. But what my main struggle with this UI is that it does not match the other UIs we have been shown, which is the stat points one and the HP one. which I will also show up here in the screen. Those are nice. I really like those UIs, and I just hope the inventory one gets updated to that as well. The next topic we're going to talk about is Harjeon. Harjeon is finally going to be able to get his own rework, like Crocus and Magnolia and Era, I think it's called. I forgot its name. But the other new village slash town, you know. Harjeon looks really nice in these screenshots, and I just hope it's not laggy like Magnolia, because we all hate and despise being in Magnolia these days because it's just so laggy. So I hope they fix that too, actually, like a better Magnolia. That wouldn't be that bad, would it? So the next magic we're going to be talking about is Celestial Magic, which is my all-time favorite, my die-hard magic I've been using since the start of the motherfucking game. So yeah, this is my favorite. So I was really excited to see these models, and I was really excited to see more silver keys, because we got a new Deneb, we got the new gold models, which also includes Pisces, which I'm really hyped about because they look amazing. There's a lot to cover about Celestial so far. We have got to see Pisces, which is like this really giant fish, and I am curious how they're going to make that work in game, because we all know how absurd hitboxes can get in Roblox, and these guys look amazing, bonkers in size. And then we also have Virgo and Leo together in a screenshot, which they look amazing too, but I don't think much changed about Leo compared to his current FTMB model. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it does look very basic. Virgo looks nice. She just looks a little bit bulky. Then we have Scorpio, Aquarius, and Libra. Scorpio got an actually nicely modeled tail this time. Same for Aquarius. Her mermaid tail finally doesn't look blocky anymore. And Libra's clothing look like perfect. I adore them. Then we have Cancer, we have Aries, and we have Sagittarius, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. As you guys can see, the Celestial Spirits look amazing, but I do think we're not gonna get the 13th Gaith, which is the black key, which is Ophacius. I don't know if I'm probably pronouncing and butchering that pronunciation, but that's all for Celestial we have got right now. I do think we're gonna get like sort of like a quest system for the gold keys, and we're all gonna start out with a few of the silver keys, which is very exciting because that means we're not all gonna have like the same few keys for Celestial, which means we're gonna like get a customizable Celestial magic. At least that's what I'm speculating. Don't take my word for it. But from what I'm getting from these screenshots is that we're gonna get a customizable Celestial, which is amazing. Let's be real. So the next thing we're gonna talk about is the truths and the lies from Nyjah we have seen in the Discord channel. I'm not gonna pronounce the Discord channel because last time I did that I got made fun of. First thing on the list is a new Wizard Saint system. I could personally not care less for this because Wizard Saint is just for those sweats in the community. Not naming names, reset. And it's just kind of like iffy with me. It's not really that important. It's just a small side of the game that cares about that. But if you do care about that, I do hope it becomes true, because the current Wizard Saint system is kind of whack in my opinion. So the next thing on the list is the War Modes update, which is like this purple portal, I think, in the game we have right now, which is like totally useless, unused, unorganized, not well made, you name it. It's bad. It's just bad. So I do hope that gets updated to something we actually use for wars. That was the intention of the war mode, but an actual war mode we use for wars would be nice and preferred for me, because that means we no longer fight about what the mode is going to be between guilds. The next thing on the list is the FTMB server release. This is definitely a truth, because Nyjah has already revealed to us that we're getting a new FTMB Discord server. What I do wonder though is if everyone is getting their ban wiped, because that would be kind of funny, but I mean also quite, because it's the same community but people will be unbound. That would not make sense to me, but it would be funny. So I I do kind of want to see that. So the next thing on the list is the guild reworks and revival, which I do hope is true, because we have quite a lot of guilds that were removed due to not having a guild hall. So that means that in FTMB they're gonna get all they're all gonna get like a guild hall, I hope. But I do hope Grimoire Heart is coming back, because bullying them was like kind of fun, I guess. Then next we have the quest update. I've already talked about this with the inventory before, but I do think we're gonna get new quests and quest items due to the inventory being there and having so many slots. So that's quite amazing actually, because to finally have more main game content, because right now it's kind of dry and boring and you get jewels by doing boring stuff, and I do hope it becomes like actually something well made and worth spending your time into, because right now it's not. Then we have the King's Guard application. I don't know. I hope this becomes true, because King's Guard is like this elite group of people that adore the game, in my opinion, but they don't really do a lot, but it's fun, it's fine, it's just like a cute little custom role right now. So I do hope King's Guard becomes something quite more than just sitting still, standing pretty with a custom magic. But I do think it's really pretty, and I do hope it becomes like applicationable, because who wouldn't want to be King Guard? Let's be real. Then we have the Magic Council rework. I'm not gonna say names, but I do hope certain MCs get demoted and removed from their positions, because it's not quite a lot all sunshine right now, which is fine. Not really fine. But I do hope the Magic Council gets wiped in FTMB2, because I don't know, it would just make me really happy. So the next thing we're going to talk about is the 13 Zodiac keys and the Stardust insertion, which again, Celestial, totally my vibe, totally my thing. But I do not think we're gonna get the Stardresses, sadly, because Black is really against anything past the Grand Magic Games arc, which is kind of sad, because Stardresses are like a vital part of Fairy Tail as a whole, in my like humble opinion, because it's Lucy, and Lucy's like the main character. But you know, I do also not think we're getting the 13th key, because I have talked to Papi about this, and he said if we're even making it, it's becoming a lost magic. I'm unsure if that's getting made, but if it's gonna get made, it's a lost magic. Then we have the bounty system. It was a cute idea, didn't work in the end because nobody enters main game, but once there's actually main game content that you can keep doing for fun and is actually fun to do, I think people will go and do main game stuff and actually be in main game, and then the bounties would make sense. But I do not think it's getting added again. M1 combat system, I think this is a lie. It's a flat out lie, because why would you M1 in a game for magic, especially since that would ruin the balance scaling of everything so fucking badly. Then they'd have to make sense of the combat with M1s, with mobility, with shielding. So it would just not make sense to have M1s in the game, especially since most things are ranged anyways. Would not make sense, except if you're like Requip or High Speed or Dancer, Ignorance and Bliss, if you will. The Guildmaster rework, I'm curious about this, because if it's gonna be like we have right now, it's just community members getting the GM and getting Guildmaster and just resigning after a month or two, which is not logical, which is not the ideal situation. It's just kind of my 2 cents. Then we have the light pens. I actually think this is a truth, because light pens, like something you write in the air. I think this is like this DE thing that Freud, I forgot his name, the guy with the green hair. I think this is something he did to write dark Ecrature magic with. So I do think this is gonna be like an actual thing. This is definitely a truth. I think this is like a trick. So this is a truth. Because it seems so irrelevant, but I think it's a truth, if that makes sense. Custom color magic game pass. I think they'd make quite a lot of money on this, so they'd be smart to do it. But I think they're not gonna do it because it's quite a lot of programming and work. But if they do it, props to y'all, because I definitely have like, I don't know, a neon pink celestial neon pink requip. I'd like that. Then we have new magic. I've been like on the sidelines listening, watching, and I doubt we're gonna go past 50 magics. Only if you count variants maybe, but I doubt we're gonna go past 50 magics, because that's what I've been seeing flying around. 50 magics will be kind of like the limit, I guess, for release. I don't know how we're gonna go past the 50, but balancing is gonna be harder the more magics you add, of course. Big games like League of Legends struggle with balancing, obviously, because they have so many characters and they need to keep pumping out new characters and the old ones become irrelevant. I think that's kind of what they're gonna try to avoid, like the 50 magic limit. But of course it'd always be nice to have more magic than 50, because 50 is still quite little in my opinion. Then we have the character customization and races. Character customization definitely gonna be a thing, because B really pushed for this. And I think Zach agreed, so we're gonna get character customization. And then we have the Lost Magic Purge. I do really hope this becomes a thing, because the current Lost Magic users, they're all whack, besides maybe one or two, but I do hope they're all gonna get purged, because, no, I really do hope they get purged. So, I hope that's the truth, but it could, I think it's the truth, actually, because, you know, the magics are gonna be remade. It's an entirely new game with just like the same community. So I do hope and think it's gonna get genuinely removed and purged. And if not, I do hope y'all get purged. So thank you for watching today's video, and let me know if you guys want like more of these types of videos, like speculations and stuff like that, because it's really exciting to me, but I'm only gonna keep making it if you guys like it too. So thank you guys for watching again, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.